Trauma is the latest hot topic in professional development for teachers. And child development was refocused on childhood trauma by the 1998 ACE study, the Adverse Childhood Experiences Study. That's ACE. To give you some detail, early adversity is the result of child abuse, child neglect, or violence, as well as mental illness, addictions, and incarceration when children experience these within their own family. The multiple impacts of adverse experiences in childhood on mental and physical health in adulthood is now 20-year-old information. So, for example, we've known for 20 years that there is a link between family attachment breakdown in childhood and addictions in adulthood. What happens to children impacts stress levels, ability to cope with stress, and therefore their emotional development. To improve outcomes for kids, the mantra is everything is downstream from here. So right now is the best time to spend more of your time with your children. Community activities are great, but don't you want to be the most important influencer of your own children? Yes, support kids to pursue talents when they demonstrate high ability and skill in a strong area of interest. But don't just fill time with community programs. Instead, kids should be feeling their we identity in the family. It's actually a basic emotional need to feel needed at home, to help out, to feel like a significant, important part of the family so that the family is running smoothly. Adverse childhood experiences persist where responsible adults aren't paying close enough attention to know exactly who is in contact with their kids. And I'm saying be aware of where danger dwells in communities, because it's shocking but true that where children congregate, pedophiles will gravitate. Even so-called reputable organizations like church groups and sports clubs have been called out many times for victimizing kids. Internet luring and predatory social media algorithms are real, so it's best to be proactive. It's now clear that too much time in I activities online encourages a distorted self-identity, especially among children and teens. We can keep kids safe by insisting that technology is monitored and reviewed in conversations about creating self, choosing my friends, and designing my life. Remember, until kids can pay for their own devices, these belong to you. Ongoing ACE studies report that adverse childhood experiences can have long-term impacts on physical health and emotional health. So here are 4 important tips to avoid childhood trauma. First, make sure your kids spend more time in we activities with the family than I activities alone online. Support your kids' talents and strong interest when these show up. And get to know the teachers and coaches and group leaders who are influencing your kids. And fourth, be the best influencer for your own kids. Spend more time with your kids than anyone else does.